Hello everybody, welcome to the my first SolidWorks tutorial. Today we are going to design a USB socket. So let's start. First of all, click on the new document button at the top toolbar. Then you can double click on part button, or either you can press the OK button. Now this is the standard interface. We have the three front, top and right plane right here. So we are going to design in top plane, so select top plane, click on normal to button so that the top plane will be in front of you. Now the top plane has disappeared. To make it a little bit easier for yourself, you can use this show button so that now this top plane will be highlighted here until you are going to press a hide button, which is again the same button. Now uh, press the sketch button right here to start sketching in top plane. Use this center triangle to I have selected this corner center rectangle so that we are going to draw a rectangle from specifying a center point. I have drawn it on the origin, which is the intersecting of the x y z axis of our space. Now I have selected smart dimensions to give this an approximate dimension of, let's say, 40 millimeters, which is of course not uh, these are just arbitrary dimensions. You can give them exact dimension yourself later when you model. So let's give the upper one on the bigger side, 17 millimeter. Okay, now I will draw another rectangle. This time I will select the corner rectangle. Tick OK. Give this corner rectangle uh, dimensions. Let's say I will give it dimension of 15 millimeter, and the bigger side the dimension of let's say 20 millimeter. Now now I am going to give the dimension to uh, this. Now let's give the dimensions to so that this small rectangle will come in the center of this big rectangle. We are going to give this little side a dimension of 12.5. Now click tick and exit. Now we have to use this feature called trim entities. Trim to the closest to cut this one out so that we will sorry, I will do it again. Trim to the closest. I'm going to cut this line. Sorry, use the power trim to cut this line. Now it's done. Okay, exit sketch. Use the extrude feature. So this is the general shape of our USB socket. Extrude it for 10 millimeter and then press here tick button. Now you can select this upper face and bring it to the normal, and then you can sketch in it. So this is our origin, our joining of axis. Now we are going to have a extrude cut feature used here to make the symbol of USB. So first we are going to make a rectangle. I will again select the center rectangle. Let's give them an approximate dimension of let's say 25, and this one to be 15. Now this is it. Exit sketch. Use the extrude cut feature. Cut it for 1 millimeter. So now we have a little depression here. Now select this inner face, bring it to the normal, and bring it to sketch by clicking on the sketch button. So we are going to make the symbol of USB, which is first we will design a circle. So let's put an image center line here, and then I will draw a circle on the center line. Give the circle dimension of let's say 2 millimeter dia. Now bring it closer. You can use the mouse wheel for that. Mm, we are going to make lines of thickness of 0.25. 0.25 millimeter. For that, use the smart dimension feature. 0.25 mean that 0.1125. Or let's say make it a 0.13. 0.13. So now I am going to mirror entities. This is another feature. I will select this line which I have to mirror, and then mirror about the center line, which is this one, so that I will have another same line in, on the both side of the center line, which is going to give me a thickness of 0.26 millimeter. Now I am going to make a rectangle. You can use this polygon feature. Put the corners to be 3, and you can make we can make from Click OK. Now use again trim entities to cut this line. Trim to the closest. So we are going to trim these little lines from inside of the triangle. So click tick. Now we have our profile. We are also going to trim out this entity here and this one. Okay. Now I'm going to make another profile on the top from here. We are going to give this line the same thickness as that of our other one. Okay. Now let's use the smart dimension to give the thickness to this wire. Let's we don't uh, go much into the detail. We are going to just make a general profile. So let's give thickness to only this upper wire, upper profile. 0.3 millimeter. Actually, because we have made a fixed point here, so we cannot give our dimension to the thickness of this line. Now we are going to use a circle entity, circle shape to make a profile like that. So since the length is, I guess, more than what we require, so I will make this length shorter, let about 4.8, and now we can use control and then click on this wire, and then again by keep pressing the control button on the keyboard, we are going to select these two lines, and are we going to use from the line properties to them to be equal, so that now they are equal. Okay, we I'm going to make a circle here. For that I will put a center line here, and then we will going to make a circle on this line. Click OK. Then use trim entities to cut out this cut out the inner segments, line segments. Say yes. The address is trim that we want to do, yes. And then again cut this one, and then cut this, so that we will have our profile like this here. Similarly, we will make a profile of about the same length here, I'm going to give it a thickness 0.3. Now I'm going to make a circle, square here. Use the corner rectangle to make a square. You can select this by pressing Control all of the lines, and you should delete this extra point that have been selected, but we don't require it. Now we can equalize these dimensions so that we will have a perfect square. Okay, now I will use a spline tool to give it a little curve. This is unnecessary much more length here, so I am going to use this line to help me trim the unwanted segments, this one and this one, and ultimately I will going to trim this line too. Okay, now I'm going to make a circular curve. Select the 2-point circle to give it a curve, and then use trim entities to trim this line here, and again this line here. Okay, now we are going to use extrude cut to make the profile that we have created here. This line should be trimmed off, so I will again go to sketch. I will trim this line here, and again I will like to have a look here, so something which we might have missed. No, it's all right. Okay, now I'm going to exit sketch. Now use the extrude cut feature to make a depression of 1 millimeter. Click OK. Now altogether it is looking like we have put a depression and the design of the USB here. Now we can use the chamfer feature right here to curve out our edges, or we can use the fillet feature. Let's use the fillet feature. To the items to fillet, let us select the edges, I'm selecting all the edges so that we will have a nice shape. Okay, so this is the basic casing of our USB, not USB socket. So you can use the special this color appearance feature to give this your profile color. Let's choose this face and choose white color, or you can also do choose the material color that you like. Let's let us choose it again. I will select this, and now you can use either, let's say, plastic, low gloss, and white color. So let do not color a whole white. I will color only this face. So I will not going to select. I will select face, and then I will click have this face to be white only. And let's say this curve. Okay, and we are again going to use this feature for, let's say, select rubber, then matte, and then black color for the rest of the geometry. Okay, now we are going to make uh, our mm, real junction of the real connector of USB. Take this face to sketch, and now first use center line like this, and then use center rectangle to make this sort of feature. Then again use the same rectangle, corner rectangle, and make a profile like this. Say okay, exit sketch, extrude this profile for a good let's say 6 millimeter. Now we want more, about 12. All right, make it 25, or let's say 20. So this is going to be our USB. um, I am going to give it a steel color. Go to metals, go to steel, give it a shiny steel, machine steel color to this boss extrude feature. Say okay. So now bring this profile normal to you and take it to sketch, and then draw. First of all, create a center line and this static. Say okay. Now create a small square here Okay, mirror entities. Mirror this rectangle about this axis. We will have two square profiles on our USB exit sketch. Now I'm going to extrude cut to, let's say, one or two 2 millimeter, so that we will have square holes like we do have in our USBs. Now we I will chamfer or fillet the edges of steel, wrongly selected face, leave the face, only the edges. Click OK. So this is our USB profile. I can view it in isometric view right here. Additionally, we will give a little wire at the back right here. So bring it to normal to you. Bring it to sketch, and now again use center lines to give you an idea of where you are drawing. Is you are aligned. Now make a circle here. Dimension doesn't matter much as we are just learning. So extrude it out. You can use this arrow for uh, approximate your dimensions. Let's say 25 is good. Okay. Now we are going to make some profile on this. For this, so first of all, I will give this cylinder a reference axis. So use this feature reference geometry. Click it to drop down menu, select axis here. Select this cylinder to assign a center axis to it. Click OK. Now we have to give we have to should to make a feature on the surface of this cylinder. We are going to use plane. So again, click on reference geometry. Click on plane from the drop down menu. Select plane. Now let's have our first axis, first reference to be the top plane. Select top plane, and then give it dimensions of 6.5, so that this is just again an approximate dimensions, so don't need to worry about that. When you are working with the right dimensions, you will have exact plane a plane to be exact where you want to uh, put it. So when I will click OK, this plane will be shifted on the boundary of this cylinder so that I can make feature on that cylinder. Now click on the plane, bring it to normal. You can bring it to sketch, and now I'm going to make small rectangles here on this plane. You can give them exact dimensions, but as time is short, I will not do that. Now I will use the extruded feature. So we are now. So use this arrow to bring down the depth to 1 millimeter, and then OK. Click OK. Now, so we will have this feature which is just for grip, as we usually see on the wire of USB cable. So we are going to replicate this same feature on the other, all around the this wire. So we are going to use circular pattern, which is, I will select the linear pattern tab, go to circular pattern. uh, First of all, I will select the axis which I around which I have to make our feature. So this is the axis. The number of times we want to rotate this feature around the, um, let's make it 4, or you can make it 5. Equal spacing. The feature has been automatically selected, which is extrude cut. Click on the tick so that we will have this kind of feature on the all side of the wire, which is usually what we have. I'm sorry for that, apologies. We have for grip. So now I will hide the planes, which so we will have a good view of what we have made today. I'm also going to hide this axis, which is again bothering me. Now use this shaded view so that all the lines will be disappeared, and we will have our geometry. So that's it with the first tutorial. I will going to bring other exciting tutorials for SolidWorks. So like my YouTube channel. Thank you very much.